Well, 4 years after Sydney businessman Michael McGurk was gunned down in front of his young son outside their North Shore home, property tycoon Ron Medich has been committed to stand trial for his murder. Now, it's alleged that Medich ordered the execution, but in court today, he passionately protested his innocence. Zoe Ford was at proceedings and is back at the scene of the crime, which continues to haunt everyone involved or allegedly involved.
It sure does, Matt. It was 4 years ago this month that Michael McGurk was killed on this very street, his own street, outside his own home. He'd driven home from getting some takeaway with his 9-year-old son. He'd pulled in to park the car, reached behind to get the takeaway, and then he was shot in the head. It is important to stress, as you mentioned, that Ron Medich is not accused of firing that shot. However, he is accused of ordering someone else to do it.
Since Ron Medich was charged over Michael McGurk's murder, he's remained silent. Not anymore.
I'm just very happy they allowed me to have my say, and I look forward to being vindicated in the future.
His say was a prepared statement read moments earlier in court as he was committed to stand trial. "I am not guilty of these offences," he began. "I am not a violent person." Medich is accused of ordering friend and former boxing champ Lucky Gattalari to organise hitmen to kill Mr McGurk. He was shot dead outside his Cremorne home in September 2009. Gattalari and 2 other men have been jailed for their roles. Medich and the alleged trigger man continue to plead their innocence. "I did not authorise and have not authorised anyone ever, or urged, encouraged or ordered anyone, let alone Gattalari, to harm or hurt or threaten anyone connected with this case." He went on to blame Gattalari for the murder and discredit the evidence he's given. Evidence that convinced Magistrate Jan Stevenson to send Medich to trial. He, Gattalari, is seeking to put me in, even though I am innocent, to get his sentence reduced, he said. "With hindsight, I should have avoided him like the plague."
When a person is committed to stand trial, they don't have to say anything, but Ron Medich was determined to. His statement was 5.5 pages long, and as he stood to deliver it, he was very emotional. He was shaking, his voice was quivering, and halfway through, he had to sit down.
The 65-year-old millionaire said he had great sympathy for the victim's family, and that even though he was having a financial dispute with Mr McGurk, that never persuaded him to do anything violent.
And Mr Medich is also accused of intimidating Mr McGurk's wife after the crime. He will reappear in court in November.
Thanks for the update, Zoe Ford reporting there.